Good morning and welcome to today's session of Imagine America Radio, our continuing Career College Exposition webinar series. My name is Bob Martin, and I'm the President and CEO of the Imagine America Foundation, also known as IAF. I want to welcome all of our visitors to the fourth year of the IAF Career College Exposition webinar series, where we have now produced and distributed more than 150 webinars, with our total viewers and listeners now surpassing 6,000 local educators and counselors. To our continuing listeners, thank you for your continued support. We very much appreciate it. To all of our new listeners, welcome. I'm excited about today's topic, exploring career-based education and careers, sponsored by the Refrigeration School, also known as RSI. Located in Phoenix, Arizona, RSI is a 24-year partner of the Imagine America Scholarship and Award programs, having now provided admissions-based financial aid to more than 1,500 enrolling Imagine America students. If you'd like more information on our scholarship program and how to help your students apply for our scholarship to attend this institution, please visit our website at www.imagine-america.org. Or you can call or email either myself or Lauren Cunningham directly. Since our beginning in 1999, Imagine America remains the leading sponsor of scholarship aid to enrolling high school seniors. However, our country continues to face serious shortages in certified technicians. We hear from employers in virtually every section of the country desperately looking for qualified employees, and we simply need to do a lot more. Our partner in today's presentation is the Refrigeration School, RSI. Our guests will be discussing today's country's never-ending need for skilled, job-ready, and certified welders, HVAC mechanics, and electrical technicians. Joining us today to discuss in detail the looming technician shortage and how RSI is helping meet this need is Raina Gilliard-Crowther. Rainer is a director of high school training at the Refrigeration School, RSI, and also at Tulsa Welding, and has a vast knowledge of the welding sector and higher education. Before turning the program over to Raina, let me very quickly outline today's agenda. Today's session of Imagine America Radio will be 30 minutes maximum, including questions and answers. Once we finish these remarks, we're going to move directly into the presentation. All participants can submit questions during the presentation via the Q&A on this Zoom meeting. At the end of the presentation, or approximately 10:25, we'll then present all the questions that were offered by the participants. We'll address as many questions as possible and provide written responses if needed in emails. We'll have a hard close at 10:30 a.m. So without taking any more time out of today's presentation, let me turn today's session over to Raina. Raina, the floor is yours.
Good morning. My name is Raina Gilliard-Crowther. I am one of the directors in our high school admissions department. I have been working in the skilled trades education or career-focused education for more than 10 years. I have been with RSI and the Tulsa Welding School now for going into my 6th year. I have a background in education. I was a school teacher. I then came to higher education and started off as an admissions representative, helping students decide what to do with their future, and then moved on to become an assistant director, and now I'm a director, which means I get to help all of our staff, help all of the students that we can reach across the U.S. RSI, the Refrigeration School, offers all of our programs such as that are offered at the Tulsa Welding School, which include welding, HVAC, electrical, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, which are some of the highest demand career fields that students can go into right now. So today we're going to focus a lot on talking about not only what RSI has to offer, but the skilled trades gap and all the opportunities that are out there for students post-graduation that may not include a traditional 4-year education. The employment landscape has shifted. There's a high demand for skilled trade professionals, Workers are looking for career-based education, and there's more training options than four-year degrees to get a rewarding career. And this is very important to our Gen Z students. This is an extraordinary opportunity. Welders are essential. HVAC technicians and electrical technicians are in demand. They keep the world moving forward. So all the opportunities that we're offering our students to train in are keeping the infrastructure of our world going forward. Our schools are built on these principles. We believe education changes lives. We embody diversity, inclusion, and equality. So you will see a very diverse student population across all of our campuses. Our students come from all over the US and sometimes the world. We have women and men training side by side. We empower you to make a difference in your life and community. Well, we know that with the shortage of technicians, that every student that we graduate is going out into the world and actually directly and indirectly influencing the success of their community. We offer and we love technology and innovation. That is the focus of our program. We want to be innovators. We want our students to come in and be comfortable. And we know that this generation is very comfortable with technology. So we are a very technology-based school. We are accredited by the Accrediting Commission of Careers, Schools, and Colleges, also known as ACCSC. We are licensed in all the states that we operate our schools. So we have schools in Arizona, Florida, Oklahoma, and Texas. We are a member of the American Welding Society and the Better Business Bureau. How can we partner with you? We know our relationship starts with the school, with our school counselors and our instructors. We want to help you, help your students meet the district and state initiatives. So we have different tools that we can utilize. One is going to be interactive senior presentations. An interactive senior presentation is an opportunity for your local representative to come in person, or we can do it virtually if we don't have a representative close by your school. This is an opportunity for us to help your students think about the future and explore career options beyond high school. We know that the keys to success is helping students think outside of the box. You may have students who think that there's nothing for them outside of traditional education, and that might not be the best route for them. We also have to discuss cost of living. How are you going to take care of yourself in this current economy if you do not have skills to be able to gain meaningful employment? We have campus field trips. We love field trips at RSI and at Tulsa Welding School. In fact, we encourage you to schedule a field trip. That can be a small group of students that are interested in the program, or it could be a group of students that you know that are struggling to figure out what to do after high school. Our field trips include lunch, demonstrations, and sometimes opportunities to even get into the welding booth or into an HVAC classroom and actually hands-on work with our instructors. Let us support you. We know that being an instructor or a counselor can be difficult sometimes. Or maybe you just want to know more about what we offer at Tulsa Welding School and RSI because you've never come to our campus, you're not familiar with our programs. We do and sponsor interactive lunch and learns for our teachers at our different schools. It could be something as simple as us coming in and bringing breakfast if you do morning meetings, lunch, or even after school, where we can help you learn more about the programs we offer and how we can help your students. But also it's an opportunity for us to give back to you. We know that as teachers and counselors that you do a lot for your students and a lot of it's off hours. And so we want to make sure that we're there to partner with you and support you. Any district initiatives or statewide initiatives that you have going on, we want to know how we can help you reach those goals. And lunch and learn events are a great way for us to interact with our staff on campus to figure out how we can support you better. Remote demonstrations. We can actually send an instructor to your campus in some cases to do demonstrations with your students. As you can see, we have locations across the US. We have our RSI school in Arizona, which offers welding, refrigeration technology, and electrical applications. And then we have our Tulsa Welding Schools campuses in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, and Jacksonville, Florida. So you can see we offer a variety of different programs at our different campuses, and students from Arizona can go to school or even the West Coast at any of our campuses. But RSI is our closest campus on the west side of the country. Tulsa Welding School was founded in 1949, making us the largest accredited welding school in the US, and followed in 1965 by RSI, which is the largest accredited HVAC school in the US. Then in 2001, we opened our Jacksonville campus, 2014, our Houston campus, and just now in 2023, we opened our latest campus in Dallas, Texas, which we're very proud of. In RSI has had over 10,000 graduates since 1965. Our lab ratio is 20 students to 1 instructor. So it's a small group of students going through as a cohort. So 10,000 graduates, over 10,000 graduates is a large number of students when you work in small numbers as we do.
I was just working like a dead-end job, really.
Finally, I was like, I can't do it anymore. And that's when I was like, you know what? I'm going to go be a welder.
I've never felt independence like this before.
That first paycheck was like, whew, what do I do with all this?
It's been such a blessing in my life.
I'm very competitive. I want to beat the boys. I can assure you, you can do it.
If I can do it, you can do it too.
I'm a single mother, and I can do it. I know they can do it because women before me have done it.
All right. We offer professional welding, which is a 7-month program. Then we have our HVAC refrigeration programs, which could be electrical mechanical technology, which is a hybrid of HVAC with electrical added on. And then we have refrigeration technology, which is what we call our HVAC program because it also includes commercial refrigeration. And then on the electrical side at RSI, we are going to have electrical applications. And then we do have electrical technology and electrical line worker, which are new programs that we offer at our Dallas campus in the Tulsa Welding School. AccuWeld. AccuWeld is an amazing interactive welding program that we designed exclusively with a virtual reality gaming company, which allows our students to have an interactive portion of their curriculum. This does not replace lab time by any means. This allows them the ability to weld anywhere. So once a student downloads the app from the App Store, they do not even need to have access to Wi-Fi to be able to practice welding real time. What's great about this interactive learning program is that this allows students to be able to take their work home with them. Before, a welding student could not go home and weld in their living room. Now they can weld anywhere from an airport to a Starbucks. And it's very realistic, which is the best part for our students. And we're training career-focused hands-on students. So anything that we can put in their hand to help them continue to practice when they're not with us is even better. What COVID has taught most educators was that we couldn't give our students hands-on opportunities when they were working from home. So this was the brainchild of our company, our schools during that period. How can we continue to have that hands-on interaction with someone if we could not physically be with them? Interplay is our virtual training environment that allows us to practice our HVAC troubleshooting skills anywhere, same concept. And all of our students included in their tuition investment receive an Oculus 2. So it's theirs to take home. When they graduate, they have the Oculus and they'll have access to Interplay and AccuWeld for the duration of the time after they graduate as well. Our professional welding program, like I said, has the Oculus virtual learning component. The professional welding program will train you in the fundamentals of welding and prepare you for entry-level jobs in the welding community. The program starts off at 7 months long. It's going to introduce our students to stick welding, MIG welding, TIG, and pipe. Which is going to give our students a robust round foundation in all the opportunities that they could go into after graduation. Everything from pipeline welding to structural or the thin alloy. Something very unique about our school is it is a 5-hour day 4 days in the shop, 1 day of online or interactive virtual time with their instructor. That will be where they will be utilizing that Oculus, as well as when they have that interactive time period with their instructor. So we spend as much time as possible in the actual physical labs so that our students can experience the most hands-on experience. All right, now some of you may have recently seen the new Meta commercials running that featured Tulsa Welding School. We are very excited that Meta decided to feature us in their advertisement because AccuWeld is a very unique product. And the fact is that it is making a difference with our students that are hands-on learners. This is a great opportunity for students who maybe have never welded before. We bring the Oculus with our representatives to the campus, and they can actually put it on and try it out for themselves. But as you can see, it's very realistic. This is not like other virtual components or gaming. It was developed so that students would actually benefit from it being so realistic that there are sparks. It gives them guidance. It tells them to slow down. It will talk about the quality of the weld that they produce, but also allows our instructors to see how they can better serve them when they're in person in their booth. Same thing with our interplay. HVAC and refrigeration, that's going to be our electrical mechanical refrigeration technology, and they utilize that interplay just as much as we utilize AccuWeld. Now, in electrical mechanical technology, which I said is the hybrid where we learn electrical and HVAC alongside each other, it's a 9-month program. When a student leaves that program, they can do anything from working in as an HVAC or a refrigeration technician, facilities engineer. They are going to learn everything from residential and commercial electrical wiring, residential and commercial air conditioning, heating, and refrigeration technology, and they learn about solar technology. We know that the green industries are growing and solar has become a huge part of that. So this is a component that gives our students the ability to really have opportunities in many different career paths after graduation. Again, the same thing, it's going to be one class at a time, and they're in class for 5 hours a day as well. Refrigeration technology. We put a heavy focus on hands-on for our refrigeration and HVAC training. You'll learn the fundamentals of heating, ventilation, air conditioning, climate control, and refrigeration technology. It can be a 6 to 10 month program because students can at the end decide to add on that electrical so that they can have that full course work. Now, we are going to teach them everything from heating and refrigeration technology, residential and commercial air conditioning. They will also have the opportunity to work on units, everything from ice makers to boilers to wiring electrical boards, which is all part of the heating and ventilation and air conditioning industry. But one of the best parts about this program is the refrigeration side of it. In order to be able to work on the big walk-in coolers that you see at the grocery store, that is a special technician, and you have to be certified and you have to know how to use different coolants. And so when our students leave this program, they are actually able to work as refrigeration techs as well. So that gives them the opportunity to be a service technician, refrigeration service technician, restaurant and retail refrigeration technician. Some companies hire their own in-house refrigeration technician so that they don't have to wait for someone to come and fix things. Imagine at a restaurant, if the cooler went down for several hours, they would have to get rid of all that food and they would be putting their customers at risk. So many chains have their own teams that deploy. And again, this is going to be one class at a time, 5 hours a day. Then we have our electrical technologies. That's going to be electrical applications, electrical technologies, our line worker program, and we will use interplay as well. Electrical applications, you learn how to wire buildings, install lighting, fix technical glitches, and you'll come away with prepared for entry-level electrical job opportunities. This is a 7-month program designed to help students start their journey to becoming a master electrician. The coursework includes the fundamentals of electricity, electrical wiring for residential, electrical wiring for commercial, fundamentals of solar, motor and light processing systems, and electrical distribution systems. One of the cool things in this program is we have what are called stick houses. We have one for residential and we have one for commercial. That is where the students will go in and wire a commercial building from the ground up, and actually will have at the end, we'll be able to turn on lights, fans, switches, and the same for the residential side. It's very, very interesting to see day one of that part of the coursework, and then to see at the end when everything is fully functioning, including electrical outlets. It's a very, I would say, rewarding process for our students, because they start off thinking, I'll never be able to get this, wired correctly. And then at the end, when everything can be turned on, they are so proud of themselves, and we are definitely proud of them as well. Career opportunities include maintenance electricians, new construction electricians, and power plant field electricians. Again, it's one class at a time, 5 hours a day. Our electrical line worker program is brand new, and we launched it at our Dallas campus. You'll learn how to install and maintain and repair electrical power lines, and you'll come away with prepared for entry-level job opportunities. It is a 15-week program. It is very quick. Our coursework includes OSHA compliance training, job briefs and leadership training, pole climbing, general pole line construction, field equipment, tool and materials, introductions to the transformers and grounding. Career opportunities include electric power generation, transmission and distribution, and power construction. Why Tulsa Welding School and RSI? Focus on student support and success. Career placement rates can be found if you visit tws.edu and rsi.edu under Right to Know for specific campus rates. Career focused education. Majority of our programs can be completed as few as 7 months. Career assistance during school and after graduation, so that career assistance continues with them after they graduate our program as well. Close-knit campus community with like interest and support. We keep our classroom ratios small so that our students and instructors can have that rapport. Practical hands-on training enhanced with virtual reality technology. We know that Generation Z is very much about virtual reality and very much about hands-on opportunities. And so we built that into our programs to have a greater connection with our student body. We have upcoming events like open houses. For RSI, the open house is going to be October 7th and October 21st are the next ones. All students are welcome to register for any of our welding competitions. RSI does not have one yet, but they will in the future. But they can attend the Dallas Metro on the 17th of February, Tulsa, February 24th, Jacksonville on March 9th, or Houston, March 23rd. These are opportunities not only for our students to compete if they are skilled welders, but this is also opportunities for our students to earn scholarship funding towards their education, meet with our student financial services representatives, and have a really good time with their families, tour the campuses, but most importantly, also we'll have our housing partner, EduRent, there available for students to start looking at housing options, perhaps meet their future roommate. Our FAFSA code for all of our Tulsa Welding School campuses is the same. When you pull it up, it's going to say Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it is 015733. It can be found on our website as well. And then for RSI, it's going to be 014127, also located on our website as well if you need it. You can follow us on social media on many different platforms. As you can see, YouTube is a huge part for us. We have our own huge YouTube channel that features tons of videos about our school, and you can actually take virtual tours. So please follow us. We put out a ton of information for our students and our teaching partners and counselor partners about what's happening at the school, but also what's happening in the lives of our students. We care about our students and their success at RSI. All right, So we've come to the end, and this would be time for question and answer. So I'll turn it back over to you, Bob.
Hey, thank you, Raina. Very, very exciting. We will make the correction in the sound. I apologize for it, and make sure that all the registered participants get a copy of the current version, if you would, with the sound in. I apologize for that.
No, you know what? Technical things happen.
Hey, Raina, I want to tell you, since we've worked with you a couple of different times, it's very exciting. The AccuWeld is very exciting. We did something with you folks when it first came out, and we saw the video, and it's extremely exciting opportunity. Congratulations on where that has gone, and this line worker program that you put in Dallas is. You're on the cutting edge of this stuff. My congratulations. Let me go into a couple of questions that we've gotten from the audience, just to make sure that we cover all of them. First question comes from Phoenix. Looks like the Phoenix area, maybe. Has to do with grade point averages. Are there grade point requirements for admissions to RSI?
That's a wonderful question. We do not have a grade point average requirement for RSI. Most importantly for us, for our students, is that they need to graduate high school with a diploma, not a certificate of completion. We understand that for sometimes students that are more career focused or hands-on learners, that school can be a little bit difficult for them. So we want to focus on the future. So what we always tell our students is we're going to leave our high school grades in the past, and we're going to focus on how we're going to be successful at RSI.
Wow. Okay. So no grade point requirement coming in, but there is a diploma or a GED requirement, correct?
Yes, they have to have a diploma or a GED to be able to start their training.
The next question has to do with housing. I think you touched upon it when you talked a little bit about the open houses. Do you want to just do another very quick overview on it, please?
Definitely. We use a third party called EduRent currently to help our students find affordable housing with close proximity to campus. So we do have a housing partner, since we do not have dorms on our campuses, to help students find housing within close proximity to the campus. And that also helps our students who perhaps do not have transportation, or they're going to, RSI is right on the light rail line. So students can literally take the rail in Phoenix to campus every day. The stop is right in front of our campus.
The other has to do with looks like it might be a question relative to financial aid. Do you have any workshops coming up that might be focused on FAFSA and financial aid coming up that students either can do online and or on site?
So with the new FAFSA coming up, our student financial services department is working on how to best serve students now that we know that we will not be able to apply for our FAFSA until December. So when a student is enrolled or accepted into the program, they will actually be given a financial aid workshop that they can attend virtually. We also do have financial aid representatives that work with our students individually to do overviews of what is offered long before they are going through the process. So we are working on different avenues right now to help students with this change that's happening.
So best way to contact you, the question is, what's the best way to contact you? Would it be this information that you've got on the Q&A screen?
100%. Always email, call, or text. Any questions that I do not have the answer for, I will connect you with our counselors or our guests with whoever is going to be their point of contact. But definitely, I'm in a relationship with every department in our schools, and all of our admissions representatives train with me, so I can point them in the right direction of who they need to reach out for whatever it is that they need.
Hey, Raina, I really want to just go on record thanking you and Tulsa Wedding and RSI for the long-term continued support of the Imagine America Scholarship Program. We've got a number of very keystone partners, And you guys are definitely one of them. And you've been with us from the beginning, and we really appreciate all that you do for students. Let me, before I close, go through a few internal housekeeping matters. The foundation is compiling or has compiled and will forward a set of questions related to admissions that come in as a result of this presentation. We've recorded the session and will forward the recording to all the registrants. We'll be sending out a exit survey when you leave the meeting. We would appreciate you taking just a moment to fill it out and give us back your feedback on it. We're really interested in your feedback on topics and relevancy and of the webinar. I'd like to thank our participants, the educators that took time out of their very busy schedules to join us today. Raina and Lauren and I understand that you've got a number of competing demands on your time. We just appreciate you carving out a little bit of time to talk to us and listen to Raina's excellent presentation today. I'd also like to thank Raina for sharing her presentation. I thought it was outstanding, very exciting, and I would encourage any or all of you to contact her directly with the information that's on the screen with any further questions. On behalf of the Imagine America Foundation, Raina, Lauren Cunningham, and myself want to thank you and say goodbye.